Hello?
Calling into the show right now, the biggest, literally the biggest Dean Ambrose mark in the world. Has to be. Has to be.
Are you recording right now?
I am 100% recording this, Emily, as you are the biggest Dean Ambrose mark.
Jesus.
Are you ever going to tell the Dean Ambrose story?
What?
Do you tell the Dean Ambrose story to everybody or just close friends?
Just close friends.
You never told it publicly.
No.
You should tell it publicly. I think it'd be a great story for everybody to
Why?
hear. Because I know you hate Renee Young.
I do.
You despise Renee Young. And I think you despise Renee Young as much as one time when Tony Pizza Guy came up here in 2014 and we were at an arcade. And this girl had a handmade U.S. title bracelet on her hand when Dean Ambrose was a champion in the Shield. And she was like, he would be my one guy if I could sleep outside of our relationship, it would be Dean. And her boyfriend is just like, rolls her eyes.
No.
And then she
I'm
eventually
face palming.
yeah, so she eventually said, well, you know what? Even if Dean wanted me, I think I could tell him no. And I'm like, shut up at that point. Like, if Dean's making an advance towards you, is it go time? If Renee's out of the picture.
Yes. Hell yes. Well, actually, even if she was in the picture, I don't care.
Dang, that's a ding. That's a truth. Ding.
Sorry. That was
we're going to dive right in and talk. How much time you got? You got a little bit of time to go over. Did you watch Raw last night?
I can go over it with you. I did not see, I was at work, so I just, had my friend text me highlights.
What?
Unfortunately. I know, I had to work. Because work is evil.
Didn't you see you get done at 8, though? And it's from 7 to 10?
Yeah, but then I went to my friend's, and then I went to someone's house, so, yeah. I know.
You got to get text highlights. Last night's show with Finn Balor. Did you get those text updates about Finn Balor?
I got that he beat Roman, yes.
Yes. So Monday night.
1 second! Sorry.
Listen, you got people screaming around. That's how excited they are. Finn Balor's debut, they drew 3.338 million viewers. This is up 6.5% from last week's show. So
That's a lot.
They had 3.4, 3.3, and 3.54 viewers. It was 12 on cable for the night. Holy crap, 12. Oh, because of the Democratic convention. That sucks.
That's why.
That's why. Are you surprised at all about Finn?
What, him winning? No. He's old, too. You have to keep into account. What is he, 35? His years are kind of numbered, don't you think? Shouldn't they kind of give him the spotlight, just, in wrestling years?
Well,
isn't he 35?
Yeah, he's 35, and I don't have a problem with that.
I'm just saying, he's getting up there in, wrestling years.
I'm a little worried about the fact that you think he's just too old and he's, got to retire. I mean...
No, it's not saying that. I'm just saying you might as well, give him a run while he's, not an old geezer in wrestling terms.
But,
you know?
I mean, are you surprised that Roman Reigns didn't get the victory? Everybody had thought it was going to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the title.
No. I'm kind of sick of Roman. It's been the same story for, the past 2 years. Roman versus Seth, or, Roman getting the title and then taking away the title, or, building him up and then, booking him terribly. I just hope Roman's done. I'm just sick of it. And it's not that I, hate the dude. I feel bad for him, and it's not that he's, not a decent person, but they just keep, forcing the same story, for 2 years, and I'm way over it. I've been over it since, they first started it.
I would agree. And are you just that big of a Dean Ambrose fan?
Do
you just want Dean to have the title?
Just always Dean.
You just want Dean to have the title?
Seth. I do love Seth too, though. Even though he's a dick, I love him.
I am surprised though. This is Roman Reigns' third loss in a row. He's the one that's taking the pin now. Is this kind of his way out? Is WWE punishing him right now? What's going on?
Well, he failed the drugness. Or the drugness, wow. The wellness policy, so I would think so.
Yeah, I'm a little worried, to be honest, because he was supposed to be the next big thing, and I understand with the new direction of the brands, but you got to go big, right? I will say this, and you didn't get to see it last night. I'll have to tell you about it. But the new camera angles are phenomenal. The ring, I don't know if you got those text updates. The announcers are now at the top of the stage.
What?
Yeah, back where WCW stage used to be. And they stand like towards the camera, towards the stage, and the camera points at him, and the ring is behind him.
Are they going to do that for SmackDown too?
I don't know. See, that's where I'm a little confused, because if they're supposed to be different, are they going to do the same thing? Are they going to be on the opposite side? I did like the fact that there was nothing ringside other than the ring bell, which is pretty cool.
Corey's on there now too, right? Corey's doing commentary.
Yeah, Corey I thought did a great job, and he's full heel. He's a full heel announcer.
He deserves it though.
Yeah.
Anyone but Lawler. Anyone.
I was really hoping for Morrow and Corey Graves, though. I mean, I was really hoping for both of them together on the same booth, but I'm not necessarily going to complain.
At least we got Corey.
I'm going to go through the results really quick, and I'll just get your thoughts, because even if you didn't watch it, we're also going to have every week when we cover this, we're also going to have some casual fans that maybe don't watch every single week, and we're going to get their take on the show, too.
Word.
So,
yeah.
Tonight's show, they opened up, and they were in the ring. And so they opened up, and it was Byron Saxton, Corey Graves, and Michael Cole, like I said, in the new ring position. And then they introduced Stephanie and Mick Foley. So they bring out everybody, and everybody is on the stage last night. And you're looking at the roster, and I don't know, it looks a little weak to me. I'm waiting for all these part-timers and all the other people that are going to get either called up or something. I will say, were you a fan of the new logos? Everybody's been crapping on these new logos.
No, I don't like the Raw logo at all.
See, this is where everybody's saying that, and then last night Raw has a brand new intro with a new theme song, which is everybody marked out over it. It's fantastic.
I didn't get to see it.
You have to YouTube it, and you have to just take a listen. Actually, let me find it. I'm gonna play a little bit of it quick. I want to get your thoughts on this.
I think I don't know, the Raw logo just looked like they made like some high schooler in like Graphic Design 1 made a logo. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I don't like it.
That's the new gradient, huh? That's
exactly
what I said. That's what I said, because I was like,
gradient tab in Photoshop.
I tweeted that out. I was like, well, some graphic designer just found the gradient tab for the first time and went, hell yeah, and made the Raw logo. And I'm like, well, that's me. I do that too, except I don't run $1 billion company.
I feel like the SmackDown logo looks a little bit better, like not by much, but like at least it, I don't know, has definition to it, but it's still not great either. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. So they're opening up in the ring and they bring everybody out, and they basically announce that they need a title. And because of the fact that Roman Reigns lost it, Stephanie is just shitting on Roman Reigns as a heel.
But Seth lost it too.
No. They're not blaming Seth. They're blaming Roman because Roman took the pin.
I know,
fully.
but Seth didn't win either. So
well, I know. But so he's the number 1 draft pick. So basically what they're going to do is they're going to have 2 fatal 4-way matches tonight. And the winners are going to face each other. And then the winner of those will go on to SummerSlam, which we know Finn won ultimately.
Yeah.
A lot of people were surprised that Finn was in that match in the first place. He came out on stage. He got quite a bit of a pop.
I hope so. He deserves it.
It was pretty big. A lot of people complained, why didn't Cesaro get the push?
Yeah.
Why did somebody else? I'm fine with Finn, man, because I think I'm still hoping for the Baylor Club. A lot of people were surprised that the Baylor Club logo was featured because they applied for the trademark, and then Baylor University opposed it, and then they basically abandoned that trademark, and they showed it last night.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. So it's kind of crazy. I'm trying to find the new Raw intro. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. I have to imagine WWE would upload it.
I think Cesaro will get a push eventually, I would hope. Like, I kind of agreed with him, what was it, last week, where he just, like, shit on everything. But was, like, speaking facts.
Yeah, and I also want to play this clip, because this won't be on YouTube, because I don't want to get it copyright striked. As I'm trying to pull this up, because I will say this, though. You said the logo sucked. On TV, the new stage, which the new stage is essentially SummerSlam 2013 stage.
Okay.
It adds depth to it. It looks fantastic, and I'm all for it. And here is the new theme song for Monday Night Raw.
Oh, let's do this. Ooh.
So
I could work out to that. Yeah,
that's a
it's
new Raw
good.
theme song.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
So you're down with that.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm actually kind of surprised they went that route.
Wow, what were you expecting then?
I don't know. Well, like the other Raw theme song was like really poppy, but like trying to be hardcore, and it like didn't work for me. So I just assumed they'd like keep that.
What are your some of your favorite theme songs from Raw? Like what were the ones that you remember the most? Like I'll try to find the ones that I love the most that I
Oh
used to just
Jesus!
absolutely jam out to when it came to Monday Night Raw. And like I said, this probably is going to be on the YouTube version, so you're probably going to have to either listen to this on iTunes or the website or wherever we end up putting this. I will say a lot of people were surprised that this was a one night only thing right here, by the way.
What one night? Bailey.
Bailey debuting last night, and Sasha broke kayfabe 100% in the ring. She just like it was a Sami Zayn Nakamura moment.
Wait, she debuted on Raw.
No, she debuted at Battleground. I meant.
Okay, that's what I thought. I know when Sasha smiled, I knew it was Bailey. Like,
Yeah, she just had the biggest. It was so adorable.
I was like, it's either Bailey or Nikki. Like that's who's they're gonna bring back up. But I don't think Nikki's cleared yet. So I was like,
You
it's
kept
gotta
telling
be
me
Bailey.
Nikki. You kept saying in messages Nikki, and I'm like, it's not gonna be Nikki. Come on.
Well, if they don't do Bailey, it would be Nikki, wouldn't it? Like,
Why? I
'cause
I
she's
still couldn't
gone.
get that. I didn't go that route.
Cause it's Nikki,
Yeah.
and she's been gone for God knows how long. I don't
Well,
know. And she hate. It would make sense because she took the belt. Charlotte took the belt from her, so she would hate Charlotte. You know.
I can't believe, to be honest, that Alicia Fox is drafted.
Just I know, right? And to Raw, I was like, okay.
She was one of the very last ones.
Has she even been around? Like, I feel like she hasn't done anything since like Brie left.
Yeah, it's pretty much been absolutely nothing. Maybe she's been on Superstars or Main Event. I haven't really watched either one of those.
I mean, I like Alicia Fox, like as a person and stuff. So maybe they'll actually do something with her.
Yep. So in that first Fatal 4-Way match, it was Finn that won. And then out comes we had a Divas match. Or not a Divas match, a women's match, sorry. Not Divas anymore. Versus
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're women.
we're women's wrestlers now.
Yeah.
Nia Jax was taking on Britt Baker, who's a local wrestler. I'm so glad that the ring ropes are darker. The camera angles now, they have so many flyby camera angles.
So there's like a lot more camera work than you're saying?
Yeah, because there's no announcers anymore, so they can fly in a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
So
that
it
makes
looks
that makes
pretty
sense.
awesome. I'm a big fan of the new camera angles. Just it's a squash match, and I love the fact that they're bringing back enhancement talent because that way you're not sacrificing any of your own talent.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan
Yeah,
of
I'm
that.
wondering with the split if they'll like get to rest more and hopefully they won't have as like many injuries.
Yeah, Nia Jax, her camera angles are ridiculous on her face because she's big into the whole makeup thing, and her
Yeah.
eyes were so focused on crazy on her debut. Everybody's like, "Wow."
She needs better gear though. I think they give her like the ugliest gear on the planet. I hate her gear.
Wow.
What the hell was that?
Somebody's calling me. Don't call me. I'm recording a podcast. Wow. Somebody thinks
Excuse me.
Somebody thinks they can just slide right in. After the match, Nia stood tall, and then backstage. So all night, Goldust and R-Truth were walking around trying to play Pokemon Go. They were like going in and out of segments. Like when Sasha was getting interviewed, they walked past, and they eventually came into the ring playing it too. Brock is announced for next week on Raw. And Sasha's talking about her championship
Oh,
match.
he didn't violate the wellness policy.
Yeah. So Sasha is getting her championship match tonight. I was surprised. I didn't think they would rush it this fast.
I thought it would be SummerSlam, but I like cried watching the video because it just reminded me like how good it is to like support women. I think like as a woman to support other women in their success. To see Sasha get to that point, so I like legit cried. Like my mascara was gone when I like watched the clip.
Did you cry, or did you see the picture of Charlotte turning around smiling as she was leaving up the ramp?
No.
Yeah, Charlotte, as she's walking up the ramp, has just got the biggest smile on her face.
She broke character.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I think they like go back, you know, and I think they're all like, even if you look at like what was it NXT Takeover last August, like when they all got in the ring together, like all four of them, that obviously wasn't like in character. either. I think they all support each other. I think all four of them always will: Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte and Bailey.
Which I'm all for.
I mean, I'm kind of sad to see Becky like go to SmackDown and not be able to be with them anymore. But I'm assuming Bailey will go to Raw.
See, I think she has to be honest. I was all for her going to SmackDown. She needs something to do. This is something that everybody was also complaining about, the fact that Becky wasn't called up, or not Becky, Bailey, is they have nothing for her right now. If Sasha's in the title picture, what is she going to do? You're going to call her up and everybody's going to complain that she got buried. She's got buried. So I sent you the picture on Facebook. That is her breaking character completely. Just the biggest smile in the world. Like you can just see it in her face.
Oh,
like it's pretty adorable. She's just happy as all hell.
That's cute.
So that happened. And the next qualifier match was Roman Reigns getting the victory. And then everybody on Twitter was like, wow, so Roman's going to win. The New Day had a weird celebration. They were in the ring, and they brought in a fan. They were thanking the fans.
I'm doing a thing one moment.
Yes, doing a thing. Do people not understand? That's like what happened last night with the New Day. Apparently,
it's a New Day and their $12 overpriced cereal,
which you can only buy at FYE, which is like an Entertainment Pop Funko Superstore.
I didn't even know those were still around.
Right, that's like Donald Trump steaks at the Sharper Image.
Yeah, my friend like Googled it, and the closest one is like in Iowa from like Minneapolis. I was like, yeah, no, and like I think like the South.
Wasn't there an FYE? No, there's an FYE in Burnsville.
Oh, yeah, I think actually there is. Just kidding. But the one in Mall of America is no more.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mall of America, it's gone.
Like, who goes to FYE and who's going to pay $12 for cereal? Not me.
Well, I think there's going to be some people that... Do you watch Swerved on the network?
No.
Some of the... Oh, my gosh.
Not like the new season. I, like, watched the last season.
See, the new season's a lot better. It was pretty...
No, I lied. I watched the Dean Ambrose one where they dressed him up in, like...
Of course you did, you big Dean Ambrose mark. That's of course but you would
see like the murder in his eyes, like getting me out of this. I'm so unhappy right now. Renee, why you do this to me?
You know, I think you're just too big of a fan of.
You said Dean Ambrose, and even my dog got excited. That's right, Severs. Dean Ambrose forever.
All right, so basically, the New Day brought a fan into the ring though, and it was kind of awkward. They were.
Just a random person?
Yeah, they did something where they walked around and they found some guy. I don't know if it was a work or not. Ultimately, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson attacked the New Day out of nowhere, though. Got thrown into steel steps and the Magic Killer. And then they taunted the fan. Neville returned to Raw.
He looks good.
Yeah, right? I thought he looked pretty good. Mr. Irrelevant Curtis Axel, which WWE is trying to. And I said this. This is the very first thing I said when the draft was announced. I said WWE is going to do an NFL-esque thing, where they're going to have a live draft center during the draft. Afterwards, they're going to have draft coverage, and then they're basically going to run it like an NFL draft, which they did, because they kept mentioning all night Mr. Irrelevant, just like NFL, the last pick or whatever, and Curtis Axel ended up jobbing out to Neville, which I was fine with. Darren Young and Bob Backlund, just weird, man. Last night, that whole disqualification thing, she pretended to get hit. Apparently, it wasn't a count out. It was because they thought the manager pushed a manager. Why you would get DQ'd for that, I have no idea.
Oh, the Miz.
The stupidest thing in the world. And ultimately, the Golden Truth come walking in playing Pokemon Go, and Bob Backlund flipped out on him.
But don't you want to make Darren Young great again?
Oh, my gosh. I like him more as a heel, though. I'll be honest with you.
I know.
He could get there. We got a video package from Finn. You moved on. Charlotte was backstage with Dana. She cut a promo. And then came time for the match. And this went on quite a long time. And ultimately, in the end, it should have been a DQ. But Dana got involved once, and the referee was like warning her instead of kicking her out. She does it again as Sasha paid tribute to Eddie Guerrero through the chair to Dana, pretended to be knocked out on the outside of the ring, and the referee kicked out Dana. And Dana's sitting there smiling, waving her hand at her as she's getting ejected, which was a great sequence. And ultimately, Sasha ended up winning. And as you said, it was pretty great.
Tear-worthy. Like, good tears.
Yeah, it was
Happy tears.
It was pretty awesome. Then we came back. We had Braun Strowman, again, versus a local competitor, James Ellsworth, who was just it was funny.
So is he just not with the Wyatts anymore? He's just gonna.
Yeah, he got drafted. He has a completely new look, which I actually kind of really dig his look.
And you don't get to see his beautiful like man tits anymore.
No, he took him out at the end.
Okay.
He actually does look pretty jacked. I can't play the video, but from that thumbnail, it looks like he ripped his pants. No.
His
I think
thighs were
that's
too
just.
beefy.
I think that's just colored. Never mind.
His gains were too much.
Yeah, that's somebody called him fat on Twitter, and he just went off and showed pictures.
He's not
of him.
fat. He's just like muscle, just muscle under muscle under muscle. He's a beefcake.
Right. So he showed it off, and then he made his exit. They were playing more promo packages for Roman Reigns versus Balor. We come back, and again, Golden Truth are playing Pokemon Go. Then we had an Ento Amore and Big Cass came out, and they did a pretty good segment.
Repping my home state.
Yeah, and right as they're about to hit their tag, the Shining Stars come out.
What?
Yeah, they come out and they're talking about Puerto Rico, and they end it, and then they say
How many times are they gonna repackage them? Like,
right? It's
how many?
it's the Shining Stars. I think it's because Puerto Rico is going through the whole crisis where like the hedge funds are owned. Yeah, the hedge funds are owning them.
What are they? Whatever not Matador. Los Matador. How many times are you gonna just repackage the same two guys though, and like put them through like different gigs?
Yeah, it's just not gonna work. But ultimately, in the middle of the match, Golden Truth comes walking into the ring looking for Pokemon, and which allowed Cass to hit a big boot on Distracted Primo. They eventually got the win. And then came time for the main event, which was actually pretty good. It was Finn versus Roman. In the end, he hit the coup de grace for the win, which is pretty huge. So we had the match.
Saw some snaps too about it.
Yeah. So, in some people's opinion, it was the best Raw ever in the last couple of years. It ranked top. The camera angles were top notch. I was a big fan of it. I was all for it. So based on that description, because you haven't watched this week, you watched last week. You watched Battleground, right?
Yes, I watched Battleground on Sunday. I did.
So just based on that description, does that sound like a lot of filler? Does that sound like a good show? Does that sound like a huge surprise to you? Would you have expected Roman to win? What are your thoughts on that?
About Roman? I don't think it's really shocking.
Just the whole show. Like, just being described to you, because you haven't watched it
I'm
yet.
surprised they, like, gave it to Sasha then, because I assumed that would be, like, something for SummerSlam.
But are you okay with it?
Yeah, no, I'm totally okay with it. Like, I wish I could have actually, like, saw it and, like, watched it. And participated. Well, not participated, but, like, been there.
Did you not DVR it?
No.
You gotta watch it online at least. Download it or something.
I know.
Get Hulu for only what, $7.99?
No, why can't it just be on the network that I pay for? That's only $9.99.
Only $9.99.
No, I think tonight is the first time I'm willingly going to tune into SmackDown.
You haven't been watching even with Mauro Ranallo. That's kind of a bummer. I like Mauro Ranallo.
About what?
I like the fact that Mauro is on SmackDown, so the fact that you said willingly, I'm like, I willingly watch with Mauro on the show. A little bit more excited tonight to see how the changes go, if they're the same as the changes on Raw.
But how many belts are we going to get? Like, how is that even going to work? I don't even remember the brand split last time, because that was, like, forever ago. Well, not really, but it was, like, wasn't it early 2000s?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Don't even remember.
I was really little still, I think. Yeah, I was like yeah.
Yeah, based on this, I would probably give the show a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it last night for the most part. Yeah, it was a very, very good show. Like I said, the camera angles were stunning. The ropes are darker. The logo, which it looks like crap on social media, on TV and in the video packages, it looks phenomenal. Okay. I don't know about SmackDown Live yet. I don't know about SmackDown Live yet, because SmackDown's logo looks like somebody just found Gradient and they found Gradient and they found Rays or whatever it's called.
Like the depth shadow.
Yeah, just like a shit. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Chiseled. Oh god, I don't remember it. Oh, back in the day.
It's one of those.
I'm excited for DB, like to see Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be covering SmackDown as well, but on that Monday Night Raw. Mick Foley. I like the fact that Stephanie said he has full control to do everything, and they did kind of have a little bit of tension. But Seth Rollins, the fact that he was the number one pick, I like the fact that they competed in 2 Fatal 4-Ways to compete against Seth Rollins, because that shows your number one pick means something. It shows that there's a reason they picked Seth Rollins. So I was all for that. Some people were upset the fact that Seth Rollins got put in there right away.
I wouldn't. He was out forever. He deserves it. Like, he works really hard, and I was like super bummed when he got injured.
Last thing I want to ask you, the name of the title. Some people, one of the tweets was, wow, this is so stupid. Why didn't they just go full bore and call it the NBC Universal title? Because it's called the WWE Universal title. Is the Universal, does that sound kind of stupid?
Yes, I don't like that. Is it a new title, or that's what they're going to call?
They just created a new title. They said they needed a champion. They haven't had a heavyweight champion on Raw for 1,200 episodes. They needed one. So they're calling it the WWE Universal Championship.
And then what is Dean? Just still going to be the heavyweight?
WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah.
And then how is that different? Universal and World mean the same thing.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion and Universal. And they're just calling it Universal, so.
I don't like that. No. It means the same thing, though. Thor, no, you can't be part of this. Go away.
It is what it is. That'll kind of wrap it up. Talking about Monday Night Raw. Guys, if you want to get a WrestleCrate, you can go to WrestleCrate.com. Use code W or Beyond. You guys can save 10% on your WrestleCrate. Get wrestling goodies shipped to your house every single month. We're going to be headed to, actually, I can't talk about that yet. We'll be back about that in the next couple weeks, about something big coming up the next month. I can't touch on that just yet, but until next time, guys. Emily, thanks for joining me. I know you got.
Thanks for having me.
I know you got a podcast that you just kind of started. If people want to go check it out, I'll put a link in the description on the YouTube. You guys can check it out. What you called it, Area 651, which for people that don't know, you wanted to do it. Your podcast is essentially on. Tell people a little bit about what your podcast is about.
So it essentially is like me and my squad, so me and my 3 closest friends, and we're basically doing a podcast on conspiracy theories and unsolved mysteries. So basically I kind of I'm like the host, so I present all the facts or evidence, and then we go through and break it down and what they think. There's a lot of humor, and it's not safe for work because there's lots of expletives because that's who we are, but it's just kind of us having fun and breaking down some conspiracy theories and serving up truth pancakes, as we call it.
Wow. Truth pancakes. That sounds pretty interesting. Truth pancakes.
For you to bite into.
I just know I saw the commercial just on TV a little bit ago. Denny's has brand new pancakes for the first time. They're buttermilk, and they're way thicker, 50% fluffier for the first time. And they're it's a commercial where everybody that has a best pancake award is throwing their award away because Denny's has got these new pancakes. I don't have a Denny's anywhere near me, but I want to go try them out.
Come visit me. We'll go to Denny's and have pancakes.
We got to go to Denny's. So check out Emily's podcast if you guys want to. I'll be back covering SmackDown, Raw. Maybe Emily stops back. Maybe she's too busy talking about those conspiracy theories.
No,
those big ones. What do you got? What do you got coming up? What
next
did you
podcast?
Yeah, what did you cover in your first one?
So we covered the Men in Black, so not the movie, even though the movie's sort of based on it, so that whole conspiracy. And then our next one is gonna be about Bigfoot and Yetis, so we're getting deep.
Wow, you're not even going small, you're going big, Wanda. I can't wait till
Tupac and Biggie are probably after that.
And
who
then
knows?
What about George Bush and Dick Cheney?
Oh, we can do a whole. You can be a guest on that if you want.
Oh God, you're gonna dive deep. You guys can check that out, Area 651 on SoundCloud. I'll put a link to the description, and that'll kind of wrap it up. That'll wrap it up.
You are too kind.
So, WrestleCrate, like I said, guys, if you want to save 10%, it's Beyond or code Tubby, WrestleCrate.com. It's currently the 26th, so the last crate just closed, and that shipped out. So the next crate, if you ordered right now or up until the 18th of August, your crate would ship out around August 25th, and you would get it a couple days after. So if you want to check that out, WrestleCrate.com. And until next time, it's Tubby Emu, joining alongside Emily. Emily, thank you for just jumping in, because it's kind of random.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. Until next time, we will see you guys later.
Bye.